Have you ever heard of CDs in the US but didn't really understand what they are, how they work, or whether they're worth your money? Maybe you know it's some kind of investment, but you have no idea how it benefits you or how to use it wisely. Well, stay with me until the end because in this video I'll explain in a simple, clear, and practical way how certificates of deposit, known as CDs, work in the United States, and how they can be an excellent, safe option to grow your money faster than leaving it sitting in a savings account. And before we dive in, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and leave a like, because that really helps me keep bringing you these clear, educational, and money-smart videos. What is a CD? Simple explanation for the US. To make this easy to grasp, let's imagine a simple situation. Suppose you have a friend who owns a bakery in your neighborhood. One day he comes to you and says, "Hey, could you lend me $5,000, and in 1 year, I'll pay you back with 5% interest?" You agree. He uses the money to buy a new oven, makes more bread, and after 12 months, he returns $5,250 to you. Pretty straightforward, right? Well, that's basically how it works with a CD in the US, except that instead of your friend, the one borrowing your money is a bank or a credit union. You deposit your money with the bank, and it returns it to you at the end of a set period, along with a guaranteed interest rate. A certificate of deposit, CD, is a financial product where you lend money to a bank or credit union for a fixed period of time, typically ranging from 3 months to 5 years. In exchange, the bank pays you a fixed interest rate on that money. When the term ends, you get back your initial deposit plus the earned interest. It's a popular option in the US for people seeking safety, predictability, and higher returns than traditional savings accounts. And here's the best part. Generally, the longer the term and the higher the amount you invest, the better the interest rate the bank will offer you. Types of CDs available in the US. There are several types of CDs in the US market. The most common is the fixed-rate CD, where the interest rate is set at the time you open it and won't change throughout the term. For example, if a bank offers a 5.5% APY for 12 months, it means if you invest $10,000, you'll have $10,550 at the end of 1 year. No surprises, no risks. Another option is the no-penalty CD, which allows you to withdraw your money early without facing a penalty fee. The trade-off is that the interest rate is usually lower than a standard CD, but it's a great option for emergency funds or short-term goals. There's also the bump-up CD, which lets you increase your interest rate once during the term if the bank raises its rates. Ideal if you suspect rates might climb while your money's locked up. Finally, you have jumbo CDs for higher minimum deposits, typically $100,000 or more, which offer even higher interest rates in return for the large deposit commitment. Liquidity. Can I withdraw money anytime? This is where it gets important. Most CDs in the US are time deposits with no liquidity until maturity. That means once you lock in your money, you can't withdraw it before the term ends without paying an early withdrawal penalty. This penalty usually ranges from 3 to 12 months worth of interest, depending on the CD's length and the issuing bank's policy. Some banks offer no penalty CDs, allowing you to access your money early without a fee, but those come with slightly lower interest rates. The rule is simple. The more flexible the CD, the lower the yield. So if you can afford to leave your money untouched for a longer period, fixed CDs with longer terms will almost always give you the highest returns. Is a CD safe in the US? Yes. Very safe. In the US, CDs are insured by the FDIC, Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, 4 banks, and by the NCUA, National Credit Union Administration, 4 credit unions, covering up to $250,000 per depositor per institution. This means that even if your bank or credit union fails, your deposits are protected up to this limit. It's one of the reasons CDs are so popular among conservative investors and retirees looking to preserve capital. How are CDs taxed in the US? Now, let's clarify taxes. In the United States, you pay income tax on the interest earned from a CD. The interest is reported to you via a 1099 INT form at the end of the year. It's added to your ordinary income and taxed at your marginal income tax rate, which can range from 10% to 37%, depending on your income bracket. There's no tax deferral. Even if you leave the interest inside the CD and don't withdraw it, you still have to pay taxes on it each year it's earned. This is different from retirement accounts like IRAs or 401(k)s, where taxes are deferred until withdrawal. So always account for this when calculating your actual net return. Practical example for the US. Let's simplify it. Suppose you invest $20,000 in a 2-year CD paying 5% APY. At the end of the first year, you'd earn $1,000 in interest. That $1,000 gets reported on a 1099 INT, and if you're in the 24% tax bracket, you'd owe $240 in federal taxes on that interest, even if you didn't withdraw it. So, your net interest after taxes would be $760 for that year. CD versus savings account. Which pays more in the US? If you compare a CD with a regular savings account in the US today, the difference is obvious. Right now, a high-yield savings account pays around 4% to 5% APY, while CDs can offer between 5.25% and 5.75% APY for 12 to 24-month terms. That's a significant boost, especially for those willing to lock their funds for a while. While savings accounts give you daily liquidity with no penalties, CDs reward you for committing to a fixed term with higher guaranteed returns. Smart tips to choose a good CD in the US. If you're just starting out, here's what you should look for. Use no-penalty CDs for your emergency fund. For medium and long-term goals, choose fixed-rate CDs with the highest APY you can find. Always compare CD rates between different banks and credit unions. Rates can vary by as much as 1.5%. Check your total deposits at each institution and stay within the $250,000 FDIC or NCUA insurance limit. Don't forget to factor in taxes on interest income when calculating your net returns. Final thought. Now that you understand what a CD in the US is, how it works, what types are available, how returns are calculated, how safe they are, how taxation works, and why they often outperform a savings account, it's time to start planning where to grow your money smartly. If you enjoyed this content, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications, because in upcoming videos I'll be reviewing the highest paying CDs in the US market and showing you how to choose the one that fits your goals best. And to close, a famous quote from Warren Buffett. Never depend on a single source of income. Invest to create a second one. See you in the next video.